Good morning, my beautiful friend.
Morning.
For those that don't know you, please introduce yourself.
My name's Joanne. Dream Body Fitness member. Love it here. Very happy when I'm in the gym for the first 20 minutes or so. And that's about all there is to know.
So, Joe, tell us about your relationship with Dream Body Fitness. How did you end up here?
I first came here maybe 6 years ago. Heard about the gym through word of mouth, and obviously there's a lot of advertising around. So yeah, I was told by a friend to come give it a try. Been on and off for sort of 6 years, but whenever I do go back to gym, this is definitely where I come. And having a nice consistent run at the moment.
So when you came in, when your friend recommended you then, what made you stick?
I love the support here, I love the culture. I very much enjoy how the focus here is on being your best self, not really the aesthetics of gymming, which you get in some other gyms. And I love everyone here. Everyone's friendly. It's like a family.
So, Joy, if you are talking to a friend of yours over a cup of tea, and you're talking about health,
Yeah.
what are some of the habits that you've picked you'll be sharing with her?
The good habits.
Yeah.
I would say doing anything with good intention and consistency always goes a long way. So whether that's eating or sleeping, training, it's more about a mindset, I suppose. If I'm thinking negatively, then health follows. So it's all about thought.
And for those people that have given up because they haven't seen the results, they join a gym at 6 in the morning and they want to be thin at 6 in the evening.
Yeah.
What is your advice to them?
Well, can definitely relate. I think the number one thing that I've learned is I've been no stranger to putting very strict timelines on my journey. Health and weight loss, and if I haven't lost 7 kilos in 6 weeks, I can get very demotivated. But what's different this time is I'm not putting that pressure on myself and sort of just going with it at the pace which my body is letting me. Working with my body, not having my mind predetermine these limits that when they fail because they're unattainable, then I give up. So it's an investment. It takes however long it takes.
So if you had a time machine and you had to go back and look at the habits that you picked along the way, what habits can you advise somebody now that will make them become the best version of themselves faster?
Just general all-round self-investment, good sleep, decent nutrition, sobriety is a huge one. It's not worth it to play around with alcohol or smoking this or that, because might be rewarding in the moment, but the long-term effects are very damaging. And that's definitely, in my personal journey, something I learned. There are certain things worth staying away from, and it makes all the difference in the world.
So apart from aesthetics, Joe, what are some of the benefits you get from working out?
Mental health is huge, and ultimately a feeling of showing up for myself every day does wonders. When I know that I'm doing it in this regard, it's easier to do it in other ways. And when I'm there for myself and I'm putting in the effort, then I know that I'm investing in the most important thing, which is me.
Now, if you had to look back to a Joe that is 10 years younger,
Yeah.
you're giving her life advice, the mistakes you've made along the way, spit it out.
Value yourself and apply that value to every decision that you make. Don't compromise your beliefs for the sake of others around you. Don't bend your boundaries. Just stick true to who you are and what you think. And if there's anyone or anything that doesn't fit because you're doing that, then it was never meant to be there.
Share with us some of the values you live by. What is the foundation of your life?
My relationship with God, my relationship with my family, and and just giving back in whatever way I can. For me, that's animal welfare. I take care of a lot of homeless cats, that's my passion. And it's my way of knowing that I'm doing something that's a bit bigger than myself. So I think compassion, kindness, and trying to leave every situation a bit better than you found it.
In a world that is trying to change you to become somebody else every day, how do you stay the original you?
You've got to look inside. You've got to spend time with yourself without distractions. Be able to close off the noise, because there is so much noise all the time. So when I center in and I sit with myself and I give myself that time uninterrupted, that's how I remember who I am, and that's how I figure out what my next step is.
Our society, socially, we have very hard and fast rules on physicality, on how a woman is supposed to look. How do you cope with that?
It's tough. I think particularly within the last 20 years, there have been some very unrealistic beauty standards. And of course now we know there's a lot of fake things on the internet, and surgery is very common. So it's very difficult. There's no denying it. There are a lot of pressures to look a certain way. But what I've noticed is whenever I look back on past pictures of myself, I always end up thinking that I looked beautiful, but I struggle to see it in the moment. So I think that I always take with me. And I remember that when I look back, I thought I looked fantastic. So there's no need to be harsh on myself in the present, because I don't look like the girl on Instagram.
So Joe, life is tough.
Yeah.
And when life is tough on you, I want you to hold my hand and take in the privacy of your mind. What do you tell yourself to stay positive?
That the number one thing that is holding me up and supporting me is God. There is no greater power than that. He has designed my plan perfectly. He's always there for me. The door is never closed. And that's ultimately how I know that not only is everything going to work out, but all the hardships along the way are there for a reason.
What scripture do you go to when you lose hope?
I've got a personal compilation of a few things that are really significant to me, but it can be anything. Things I've picked up along the way, short stories, quotes. The scripture is a bit personal, but it's definitely there. But I suppose it all depends on what you need in the moment.
What challenges have you faced along the way to becoming the best version of yourself, including gym?
Impulsivity is a big one, giving in to short-term desires that don't serve me in the long run. Influences, very important to watch what is influencing you. That's definitely something I've learned, and I don't just mean people, I also mean the content that I consume. Something I used to think the books I was reading or the TV I was watching wasn't that important, but I've come to realize that everything I'm taking in, even music, if I'm not listening to something that is serving me or that is positive, that is affecting me negatively, even if it's subconsciously. So very important to watch what I'm bringing into my mind, because that is leaking out onto my thought patterns for the rest of the day.
What is the one incident in your life that was supposed to kill you but turned into your salvation?
Crippling depression and anxiety. A couple of episodes throughout my life that have been particularly bad, but of course I'm still here. And definitely something that I've learned from and grown from. It's given me resilience to know that if it ever strikes again, I'm okay. But it's also taught me how to adjust my daily steps so that I don't end up at the bottom. It's not about where you fell, but where you slipped. So I've learned from that.
There's a lot of women out there going through tough time. Now, girl to girl, what advice do you tell her so that you can keep on holding on?
Everything you need to survive and to thrive is absolutely within yourself. Don't hold yourself back with self-limiting beliefs that you can't do it. Because if it's in your consciousness and you're thinking about it and you want it, it's already there for a reason, and that's your indicator that you've got what you need within you to get there. So hold on, keep pushing, and dream, because you deserve to.
Joe, you are a star, and I've watched you for the last 6 years. You're becoming a better and different person every single day. This is simply an exercise for you where it's a self-domination exercise. You're here to master yourself, and every day you're becoming a better version. I take my hat off to you.
Thanks, Stevie. Love being here. I will always be here. This is family, and it's an awesome part of my day. It really is.
And we love you for that.
Thank you.